commit with that fully.
Nice one. The fielder's push back. Easy single. Right, with Bengal Flowers 1100 plus branches, open your current account from nearest branch to enjoy various free services and earn Orbit rewards by maintaining or growing your balance.
We should have done that with the first delivery. That must have reminded Farhan to open his account.
That's gone up in the air, fine leg up in the circle. That's topish into the boundary rope. It's a 4.
If you bowl wicket to wicket and back of the length, you allow the freedom to Saim Ayub to employ that stroke. Tried to take the pace off, didn't work. Worked for Saim Ayub. Executed that stroke with ease, Saim Ayub.
Big shot into the gap for 4. Excellent stuff. When he's on, he is so good to watch.
And his first over had gone for 11. Back-to-back boundaries for Saim Ayub. This is good thinking from him. He knew the bowler is going to compensate for that back of the length delivery. Now use his feet with a lot of confidence. Not the first time in this innings though.
After 4:38 for 1.
Tell me the lie, tell me the lie. Whoa, oh, oh. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Hamdard Recipe Mixers, the taste of heritage.
Brisk start, 4 overs, 38 for 1. Saim Ayub 19 of 10, and the great thing about his batting has been his range. He's hit the ball straight through cover, targeting the square leg fence as well. There he goes again on the bounce to the deep fielder. The timing is flawless.
The intention was to hit the ball in front of square leg umpire. Since the ball was very full, didn't get the desired result. Saim Ayub. He's looking good.
Finds the fielder is reasonably timed. Salman Ali Agha at 3 in T20s, 6 innings so far. Average of 35, strike rate of 165. So I think he's found his position in the batting lineup. It suits him perfectly, it seems.
Yeah, this position he doesn't get confused how to go about the job. He comes out, the gun blazing. So far, so good for him at this position. Augurs well for Pakistan. Hits it into the gap. The second time he has employed this sweep stroke and got a very good result.
Such a good shot, and he can play 2 or 3 types of sweep shots. So there's a slot sweep, and then one that goes in the air, and then he can carpet sweep as well, all along the ground. Lovely batting. I think that probably got the toe open to making room and trying to hit it over cover. There's no protection through the offside, so the idea is right. I'm sure he'll go again. It's another sweep shot. This time it was fielded, and so after 5, really has been a rollicking start. 43 for 1.
Golden Pearl Max Light Men's Face Wash. Face rahe fresh, clean और bright. Golden Pearl Max Light Men's Face Wash. Let your face glow.
Five overs in 43 for 1 Pakistan. Another one that looks glorious and will find the distance as well. This is really good from Saim Ayub, and the power play being played right.
Yeah, wonderful start from young Ayub. Tough start for Marley Beardman. Just drifts into leg and picks him up off a length over fine leg. He's played that shot superbly right from the word go. When he hit his very first ball for 6 off Xavier Bartlett, he's keeping his head down and using the line to his advantage.
Welcome to international cricket for Mali. A little bit frustrated. He likes that area off his hip, that waist height delivery of a length Saim Ayub, especially with fine leg up. Marley Beardman on debut. Simon Katic, what do you make of him?
Been very impressive for a young man, only 20 years of age. He's gradually got more and more experience over the season for the Perth Scorchers in the Big Bash. End up being triumphant in the final, winning their 6th trophy on Sunday night in Perth, and he was a big part of it. Got a big wicket of Steve Smith.
Goes again, and will be the similar result in terms of one drop into the boundary. 50 partnership also comes up. This is really good stuff from Simon Salman.
But this is all part of the learning curve. Completely different conditions. Goes to the cutter, gets the line wrong again, pitching outside leg, and Ayub helps himself. It's becoming a trademark shot of his, knowing that fine leg's up, and it's forced Travis Head to make a field change now. That man in the ring has gone back down to fine leg, Mitch Owen.
Has to target the stumps here. This time Saim Ayub tries to go over the offside, just away from the fielder. Cameron Green with a valiant effort, but just inches away from him.
Well, he must have had his heart in his mouth there, Ayub, because he tries to go inside out. Doesn't quite get it as well as he would have liked, and Cameron Green, with that huge wingspan of his, was a great effort, but just caught the fingertips, couldn't quite get to the drop zone. Marley Beardman, he was hoping that nestled into the big mitts.
Turning out to be a good over this. 13 off, still 1 delivery to go. Saim, maybe you mentioned, started off his innings with one of his trademark no-look shots into that leg side. Since then, he's hit another one. Very dangerous off his hips. We've seen that in line with the stumps. Very good straight. Surprisingly, probably they haven't bowled too much wide to him.
Brighter, smoother complexion. SPF 50 के साथ try Navia Bright Max Men Whitening Cream.
Back after the power play. Matthew Short with the ball. First over went for 10. Just decision pending from the last ball of the previous over. A throw back onto the stumps, making sure if Salman Ali Agha got his bat down in time. Yep, should be good. Eventually, Pakistan power play done right. 56 for 1. Short will continue. Now, Simon, you look at the power play. You look at Pakistan since the last T20 World Cup, not ranked right up there with the likes of England and Australia, who strike at over 10 in the power play. Pakistan generally at 7.5 runs and over. So this is a good return. Those numbers.
Yeah, it's a very good start, but it's also the way the modern game's played now. So you'd expect on this sort of surface to try and be around that 60 mark at the end of the power play.
Into the leg side and into the gap. Tremendous ball striking from both Saim and Salman. And this is really good. Another maximum. Partnership has now raised to 63, just over 38.
Yeah, and this is the important part now. The skipper, he's made the decision to bat at 3, got great numbers there, and it's important now he leads the charge out of the power play, keeps this momentum going. Very good player of spin. That's another wonderful 6. The placement and the power there. A strike rate of 165 batting at 3, so really important decision to go out there and set the tone as leader of this Pakistan team and try and play more of a modern style of game.
Now you talk about those numbers. Predominantly he's batted at number 4 20 of his innings, and the strike rate drops tremendously. Either it's at 4 or 5, drops to 108 and 102 at 4 and 5, but at number 3, 165, far ahead of all his other teammates who've actually secured that position over the years. We spoke about it at the top of the show, as opposed to Salman Ali Agha being now captain and having the better numbers at 3 should get promoted. In fact, should be promoting himself, and so far it's bode well for him. our official mobile handset partner, Vigotel, for this series. Eleven of the 4 so far. Should be just the one.
Yeah, and I think the important part of this partnership is the fact that both of them have been trying to make a conscious effort to find the boundary or a 6 early in the over. Puts the bowler under pressure, takes a bit of pressure off the batting partnership, and they're able then to just knock the ball around and still get 9, 10 and over comfortably.
And the good over for Pakistan out of the power play. 13 coming off at 69 for 1.
ये है हमजा। क्रिकेट का जुनून तो इनके अंदर भरा पड़ा है, but at the cost of your skin? BNP Rice Glowing Brightening Face Wash. It nourishes the skin, leaving it bright, glowing and refreshed.
Hamdard Recipe Mixes, the taste of heritage.
The captain likes that number 3 spot, and that's where he's enjoyed 30 of his runs in 22 deliveries, 165 and a very good average as well. That combination together, just feel that should be the way Pakistan go forward. He's predominantly batted at number 4. Not quite the result, and doesn't really help Pakistan's position. And this does become a point of conversation, and it probably should be the way they should approach the T20 World Cup as well. Simon, not quite sure if you agree, but had Babar Azam up in the Big Bash just a few weeks ago. We talk about that. Change of bowling, one of the best in the business. Adam Zampa into the attack.
Yeah, and this is when Adam Zampa is used by the Australians today. Travis Head knowing he needs a breakthrough here. These two well set. Partnership of 70, and that's how Adam Zampa gets used throughout the innings at critical points where Australia will need a wicket or just to get some momentum back. Try and bowl a set where the boundary isn't conceded. Just try and build momentum for the next bowler.
And decides to take him on. Does it get through the gap? Fielder will cut it off. Couple of runs. Now you talk about Zampa. He's right up there with most wickets for Australia in the international format since the last World Cup. 29 of them in the 21 appearances. Going at 8 runs and over. And that also has to do with the fact that he predominantly bowls, like you said, out of the power play, but then at the death as well. Another couple of runs to Syme's column.
An impressive shot that. I like the way he's going about it. He's a good young player of spin. The previous shot with a slog sweep kept the ball down. Knows that he's going beautifully. Pakistan don't need to gift Australia a wicket here with this partnership going beautifully. And the left-right combination making it hard for Travis Head to settle on a good matchup with his spinners. This is very good use of the depth in his crease and being able to access that deep cover region.
Very good versatility cricketer, Saim Ayub. Straight up, probably more vertical than the distance. And exactly what Zampa wanted, exactly why Travis Head brought him into the attack. And that causes a close on curtains for Saim Ayub.
Yeah, disappointing end there. What was a very good knock. A 40 off just 22 balls, but Adam Zampa lured him into the big shot, got a little bit carried away, and once again, just swings a little bit inside out, so as a result, doesn't catch the ball with the full power to get that straight over the side screen for 6, and comfortably caught down at deep mid-on. A very good knock from Ayub comes to an end for 40. Pakistan now 74 for 2.
ये है हमजा। क्रिकेट का जुनून तो इनके अंदर भरा पड़ा है, but at the cost of your skin? BNP Rice Glowing Brightening Face Wash. It nourishes the skin, leaving it bright, glowing and refreshed.
गोल्डन पर्ल मैक्स लाइट मेंस फेस वॉश गहराई में जाकर डर्ट और ऑयल रिमूव करें। गोल्डन पर्ल मैक्स लाइट मेंस फेस वॉश, लेट योर फेस ग्लो।
Out at 4. Babar Azam to the crease for Pakistan, 74 for 2. A prolific record for Pakistan, 4,429 runs. A strike rate of 128, has the 122 his best as well. Well, you look at Babar Azam's prolific record, but you also see it is the first time since 2018, 8 years have gone, that he's batting at number 4.
And the Australians greet him with 6 players in the ring to start with.
Excellent over from Zampa. The 5 and the important wicket of Saim, 8 done, 74 for 2.
गोल्डन पर्ल ब्यूटी क्रीम अब न्यू पैक और एडेड ग्लूटा सीरम के साथ बात बन जाए।
नाविया ब्राइट मैक्स मेन वाइटनिंग क्रीम जो डार्क स्पॉट्स खत्म करे और आपको दे ब्राइटर स्मूदर कॉम्प्लेक्शन SPF 50 के साथ। ट्राई नाविया ब्राइट मैक्स मेन वाइटनिंग क्रीम।
From Australia, courtesy Adam Zampa. In his very first over, Saim Ayub holds out in the deep, getting it high on the bat. How magnificent is that? That is amazing at its best. Salman Ali Agha with another maximum to his name.
That is a seriously good cricket shot. Effortless over extra cover. Welcome to the bowling crease, Cameron Green. It's the first time he's bowled in T20 since 2024. And this is a glorious shot. All class from the Pakistan skipper. Great intent. This is exactly why Adam Zampa was brought back in. Try and prevent the boundaries that he did. It's the first over they hadn't been able to find the fence. Got frustrated and the downfall of Ayub.
What will now be interesting is the way Babar Azam approaches this. Normally used to batting a bit in the power play, used to open when he was captain, dropped to 1 drop, and at number 4 and out of the power play. Didn't have the best of the BBL as well. Struck it at 109 in the 11 innings. So the strike rate was the lowest amongst batters who had 200 or more runs. Clipped into the leg side, off the mark.
I happened to be at the match where the controversy happened with Steve Smith, but from an Australian perspective, Steve Smith was on fire. He got a 42-ball 100 on what was a very good surface at the SCG. Denied Bubba the strike and ended up taking young Ryan Hadley for 32 off the over. Completely changed the chase for the Sixers. He was batting on a different level, was Steve Smith.
It is super soft time. It is the premium detergent powder. Cleans like a dream. Yeah, that game made headlines. And the way it panned out, you said Steve Smith took 32 off that over. The next one, he was striking at over 200, and that's the strategy, the game plan. It doesn't depend on who it is. It just depends on the way the game's flowing, the situation, which one is the better matchup, and who feels confident, which fits as part of your strategy in terms of your squad, of your planning. But I believe they made up in the end.
Yeah, no doubt there's always going to be that cultural difference. And Babar Azam's got a wonderful record here in Pakistan, so really interested to see how he approaches this innings and hopefully has a point to prove, because the modern game has evolved and we've seen that. Steve Smith, to his credit, look at those numbers there. Brilliant in Pakistan, not quite as strong outside, but Steve Smith's evolved his game and he's playing a different game to a lot of players at the moment.
Another 11-run over.
Golden Pearl Max Light Men's Face Wash. गहराई में जाकर dirt और oil remove करें. Golden Pearl Max Light Men's Face Wash. Let your face glow.
The 11 for this first of 3 T20Is between Pakistan and Australia. I saw the close of Farhan's innings even before it got started to Bartlett. A simple return catch and a good partnership between Saim and Salman. And this will be really one to watch out for. Babar Azam versus Adam Zampa. He just had a bit of a tumble at the other end and does not come back to strike. But Simon, you mentioned it was the first over that didn't go for a boundary, that Zampa over that Saim Ayub got out to, and that is where he is so key. Doesn't allow the batters to get away with many runs, but more important, always looking for wickets, targeting those stumps, and surely will be bowling a few wrong ones into these right-handers. Salman Ali Agha has other plans. Maybe not, felt like it had the distance. Once again holds out to Botman. Zampa has to.
Well, this is not what Pakistan need. Two new batters now. The Pakistan skipper looking for the boundary early in the set, advancing down, but just catches it on the bottom part of the bat. Doesn't get good contact and comfortably taken at deep mid-on by Xavier Bartlett. So after a promising start, Pakistan just faltering towards the midway point, and now 86 for 3.
As the captain walks off, two new batters on the crease. Pakistan 86 for 3, and we'll all take a break for drinks.
गोल्डन पर्ल ब्यूटी क्रीम अब न्यू पैक और एडेड ग्लूटा सिरम के साथ बात बन जाए.
ये है हमजा. क्रिकेट का जुनून तो इनके अंदर भरा पड़ा है, but at the cost of your skin. BNP Rice Glowing Brightening Face Wash. It nourishes the skin, leaving it bright, glowing and refreshed.
नाविया ब्राइट मैक्स मेन वाइटनिंग क्रीम जो डार्क स्पॉट्स खत्म करे और आपको दे ब्राइटर स्मूदर कॉम्प्लेक्शन SPF 50 के साथ. ट्राई नाविया ब्राइट मैक्स मेन वाइटनिंग क्रीम.
Hamdard Recipe Mixes, the taste of heritage.